Hi, thanks for having me again.
Welcome to قناة المعرفة again. Yes, Mr. Bruri.
As I told you again, I'm very
Last
happy.
year.
Yeah, I'm very happy to be here. This is, I think, tell me about is my media English speaking training of the year. All years I come here and have this training to speak English in the media, because in Algeria, you know, it's not usual to have a media speaking English. I used to have also the training to speak Arabic, a classical one. So it's a good time for me to be here and have the chance to share some experience with our youth. And I used to speak a lot about entrepreneurship, you know, Yassine. And when I use the word youth in entrepreneurship, I mean all the youth entrepreneurs. I mean not speaking about all, but just speaking about your experience in entrepreneur as an entrepreneur. So you are starting your journey, your path, and your entrepreneur life. So you are a youth. Huh? Okay. What about me? I'm Karim, Karim Brouri.
CEO of Branco.
Yeah, the CEO of Branco and the incubator Tek2Hub. So we create the incubator in 2K20. We are established in Algiers and in Bashar, and we have some other activities in Taman Rasset and in other cities of the south. Let's make it starting from, I'm a youth from Algiers, downtown. Playing football in the street, a normal life of.
You studied engineering?
Yeah, I'm engineer from the Polytechnical School of Algiers, of Engineering, Polytechnique, and also from the Arts et Métiers from Paris, where I had the chance also to study there. I have the chance also to study finance and SI project, I mean information system project management in Paris also. And I used to come back to Algeria because I left, I think, 5 years of my life there in Paris. And I came back to Algeria and started working in industry, in building industry, I think around 6 or 7 years. And after that, I carry my career in trading. So I was 3 years as a trader. I worked as a trader. And after that, I created the company Branco. I go back to study again. So I did a doctorate in management. And at that point, I started to work a lot on entrepreneurship and startups and things like this. Today, I also teach sometimes in some schools. It's very to summarize the thing. I used to say I am a mechanical engineer.
Yes.
Who can teach HR in a hospitality school. So this is how it's very strange, but it's working like this.
So you're both versatile. You both studied different things, and you're active in different fields.
I think life push you to. I mean, the life gives you the chance to learn many things. So we have just to take that chance, to take that hand, and to have this curiosity in our mind, and believe that we can always learn, and always improve ourselves, improve our skills, and maybe one of my engine is the sharing. So more you share, more you learn. Because when you are sharing, people can ask you question, can give you new way to see things, and push your mind to think and to ask yourself, maybe I need to go back to school, or I mean between brackets,
Yes.
and learn new things. And the challenge is also to stay humble. You know, because I did.
Life is a daily school.
Yeah. But many people forget that and forget to stay humble. Because for me, I'm speaking for me, I used to say it when I used to do talks in my old school, engineering school. You know, it's an elite school, so they think they are not working on Earth with us, so they're floating in sky. So we use, as alumni, we used to remember them that we need to stay humble, because in life you will always find someone who can have more experience than you, and this experience become a skills, and the skills become a competitive advantage in life. So you need to stay in that movement, in that way through things. And for the last point, I have also the chance now to be in the National Committee of Labelization of Startup. So I have now the chance to collaborate, to give this label to many startups and help that startups to go farther in their journey.
And that's what also Mr. Karim Brewery is doing with Branco Tek2Hub.
Yeah.
So.
Truly, we are working a lot to push youth and, as I told you, youth entrepreneurs to go farther and to create companies and establish them in the economic fields. One of our let's say expertise is to give them all the tools and the knowledge to go through these fields. Because becoming an entrepreneur, a woman or a man one, is two parts. The first one, you decide to become an entrepreneur. It's a part of life. It's not a job. You decide, and you will be, and you will carry to be, even if at some point you will become an employee and you will come back to entrepreneur.
To make all the necessary sacrifice.
Yeah, and you need to prepare yourself to eat spaghetti and things like that. Okay, and in the same in the other side, this person when she will meet the entrepreneur field need to have some shields, and we know that today in Algeria we are more technical than other countries, so we are building a country of engineers and a country of technical person, but this technical person need to have the tools of management, the tools of business. So we are trying to make
what they study to make it concrete.
Yeah, and to give them the real and the good mindset of entrepreneur. And today, also, the idea is to build two things: an ecosystem for Algeria to be part of a global ecosystem of startups. Because we know when we are speaking about entrepreneurs, there is this kind of company which are the startup. This company need a big market. I mean, you are speaking between maybe 150 million people to 250 million people. So we know that Algeria is 45, around 45, 46 million. It's not enough for a startup. Yes. So we need to go outside the boundaries. So they need to have this mindset. And after that, to develop solution, I mean, product or services, using a kind of competitive differentiation based on innovation and creativity. And we know that in our country, for example, we have what we call the frugal strategy, which can be our advantage, because we are we face to many problems, and this problem we find them.
Daily struggles, we have to find solutions.
Yeah, but the solution we need to. You haven't all the tools, all the equipment, all the policies, or all which can help you to create a solution like in Europe or like in USA.
But we've seen some startups that succeeded with you. For example, CityLocker.
Yeah, because truly, because they decide to be competitive and to fix that problem using the tools that they have and the people they have in Algeria. So using this way to do it, so like we say in French, système D, you find a different solution to this problem. So in the world of startups, so many startups can face the same problem, but you and me, we can face the problem the same, but find 3 ways to fix the problem. And when you are in a country in Algeria, maybe with our cultural also aspect, find a competitive solution. And in a frugal way. And this is what we are working with youth to push them to have this mindset and to focus also to go to overseas. You spoke about CityLocker Mehanhoura. We are working with other new startups in field of energy, in climate change, because there are new challenges we are facing. And we know that it's November and we still not have have no rain.
Yeah.
Really, it's today maybe we had people which are not believing in climate change, but I think it's reality for everyone. Huh? So we need to develop solution. We need to have startup working on this.
It's a real struggle.
Yeah. For example, you were speaking about Aquayet, which is a startup in Béchar in the south. This is the first time we saw the Béchar with a lake of water. We never saw that in that region.
There is talent in this region.
And that talent, those talents can be used by the ecosystem. Let's speak about ecosystem to fix this solution, because we need to fix the solution. We can't wait for someone to fix it in our places. We need to fix this solution, and the entrepreneur.
It won't be fixed just like with
like
magic.
this. No. It's like Malcolm X or Malik was saying, if you are waiting for someone else, so who will be that else? So you need at one point to start doing things. So we are working on that thing. So I think I was here for the fifth episode or the sixth one. So from
Last year, no, you were here for the third one.
the third one. So I'm all the part of the decor. So from that time, we had the chance to work in Taman Rasset, and we trained around 450 youth in entrepreneurship entrepreneurship field. But we work also to develop the soft skills to help them to find a job, because we are not made all to go to entrepreneur.
Yes.
To be clear, we can all be entrepreneurs, but you have to decide and to take that path. But we need to work with all this part of the society to give them all the tools. Because if today you are not entrepreneur, you will be an employee. So you need also to develop your skills as an entrepreneur. Because in companies also, we are asking our employee to be in an entrepreneur mindset of doing things. In the same thing, you need to develop your soft skills. So we are working on all these things, or this part of the economic environment to develop our ecosystem. Our big and maybe only aim is to develop the ecosystem, and the second part is to push our entrepreneur to have an ethic way to develop solution with the social impact. It's very, very, very important for us.
He is doing at the Committee of Startup Globalization.
We are trying to push things change. It's true that we need deregulation because we need to be clear. I believe today that the most innovative stakeholder need to be in Algeria is the state, because today we have to create new law, new legislation with an innovative way to things. Because when you have to push back your limits for creating an ecosystem for entrepreneurs, it's very important to think differently. And when we speak about thinking differently, we mean let's be disruptive and do things differently. So it's true that there is, when you speak about changement, so changement need to be coached, monitored, because people are afraid about new things happening. We are pushing things to change, but there is a lot of stakeholders. And when we are building an ecosystem, it takes some time. We can't think that we can change the ecosystem in just few seconds. So maybe the thing started formally, because in the informal organization, things are happening with a slow speed, but things are happening. Today, as a formal way, like a state, the state started to speak about startup and entrepreneur formally and with strong voice, starting in 2020. So we are just 2022.
Yeah,
so
2 years.
it's 2 years. So I think maybe we need to be quite patient and see what will happen in 2K25. But we need to be to speed up and to make a point of break each, let's say 6 months, and say, okay, what's happened in the last 6 months? Are we good? Are we? Do we need to change things? We need
Check up.
Yeah, and we need to give us also the chance to lake, because we have a culture of winning. So when you start something, you need to win, and it's impossible. We are human. Things are very complex.
We also need the culture of self-criticism.
Yeah, the ability also to take in risk, to accept risk, to accept
ourselves,
to accept failures. Yeah,
It's very important. So it's why I think things are happening. But the country is a youth country. And maybe you are the younger of the plateau. And when we are 20, and I told you, and I will tell you, in 5 years, you will see things will change. From 20 to 25, for you it's a life,
Yes.
and you feel that it's very long time. It's why we need to care about all this component of our country, and our country is not an exception in the world. So there's many other countries pushing things and things happening. So I hope really that in the few years we will build an ecosystem, because the most important is the ecosystem. And starting from that point, we will see maybe sort of other countries coming to Algeria to establish, because the ecosystem the ecosystem will be fertile for this economy.
We hope so. Gentlemen, thank you for being with us. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for the invitation.
Thanks a lot.
The pleasure is mine. So, dear viewers, remember, the future belongs to those who believe in the beauty of their dreams. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for watching us. And next time, we will discover other beautiful minds. See you soon.